Hey dolls, guess what time it is? It's Sunday night, and it's been a couple of Sundays since I've seen you, right? Like, I did sneak in here this week because I missed everybody so terribly, but yeah, I'm excited that it's Sunday and that you're here, and I've got like an amazing cool tutorial. Hi Steph, how are you? Hi Misty, how are you? Patty, how you guys doing? I'm so glad you guys are here. I literally just rushed in right before 8 o'clock, so I'm a little out of breath. So hi Michelle, how are you? I've been like rushing around all day like a crazy person, like literally like a crazy person. How's everybody's week been? Has it been really, really good? I hope it's been good. Has it been good? Hi, Annie. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Bonnie. All my girls are in the house. Yay. Hi, Hetty. How are you doing? Okay, what's happening? What's been happening this week? Let's see. I knew I had something really crazy that I wanted to tell you guys that happened that you wouldn't believe, and I have to think about it. I'm like having like a brain fart. Like, you ever have that brain farts, like, or that what they used to call that like the tip of the tongue? Hi Sue, how you doing? Hi Sherry, hi Sarah. Anyway, I'm having a brain fart, but I was down. We have a house at the down on Long Beach Island that kind of got tore up by Sandy. So for the last 6-7 years, we've not been there. It's just really pretty sad. And I just came from there, so we're on the process of trying to fix it up and get it so it's there for the summer. So I'm worried that I'm like literally going to be sick from the must and the mildew that was in that house. So let's see. If I get shitty and sick this week, we're going to know where it's from. It wasn't from somebody hugging me and giving me a cold. It's going to be from the mildew. Anyway, let's see. Okay, yeah, left brain, right, Hetty? Like, I don't know. There was something else like I wanted to tell you guys that happened this week, and I'm trying to think of what it was. That was really funny, and I thought you would get a kick out of it. I'll remember it as the thing goes on. Anyway, so how is everybody? Is everybody good? Did everybody try that tutorial that... Okay, Nuggie. Yes, Nuggie. We want to say hi to everybody. Come on up, Nug. Come on up. Well, I've got Nuggie's robe. So if you see... Oh, and now there it goes from Nuggie, like doing that. Okay, let's get this back so I don't look crazy. Okay. Anyway, well, there it goes again. It's just one of those, going to be one of those days, right? Is it a full moon? I don't know if it's a full moon. Let me see if I can get this to twist a little bit so it turns. I don't know. I just won't move. I'll just stay like this. How about that? Anyway, is everybody good? Hi, Bev. Love you too. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Dawn. Love you guys. I'm so glad that you're all here. I'm really excited. I've missed the last 2 Sundays. I hate that when my schedule's like screwed up and then I travel and then I just can't do it on Sunday because the time in Europe is just so different than the time here. But anyway, I'm back. I'm here. I'm excited. You guys are here. Hi, who's that? Hi, Candy. Hi. All right, I don't have my glasses on. Who is that? Let me see. Who's that? Art? Is that Art? Did I say that right? Okay, let me see. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Janice. Okay, all my girls are in the house. All right, so I have a cool tutorial for you guys tonight. But anyway, did you try the one that I did on Tuesday night where you put that tape down and you didn't put any color from this line in? You kept all your color out there. Did you guys try that? Did anybody try that to see? Tracy, did you try it? Come on, did someone? Let me see. Beverly, hey, we all do the best we can. Just glad you're here. I know, Beverly, me too. I'm like so glad that I'm here. I love my Sunday nights. I look forward to them. I was with my sister. She went down to help me, and I slowed down to 5 miles an hour, and I pushed her out of the car into her house. I said, get out. I got to get home before 8 o'clock because I need to hang out with my dolls. So anyway, you didn't get a chance yet to try it. I did the tape where you didn't have to do the tape, Sandra, but did it work? The line. So if any of you guys, I did a really cool tutorial on how to make your face look lifted by where you place your blush and your highlighter and your bronzer. And if you can go back because those videos are all there. And I literally put a piece of tape like straight down. So what you want to do is you want to create the line down and don't let any color fall this way. No color can go. So all your blush, your highlighter, and everything, when you go straight like this, has to stay on this side of the line. So it does work, right, Sherry? I know, Barbara. I'm sorry, I missed you too. I missed everybody. So, oh, good, Christina. So you tried it, and Donna tried it. Yay. So glad I'm asking as I'm drinking my coffee. I know it's 8 o'clock, but guess what? I'm so tired that this caffeine isn't going to keep me up. You would never know I'm tired, but that physical labor, like lifting all that stuff, oh my gosh, I'm just too old. I can't do it. I am just like, ooh, I don't know how people do that for a living. God bless them. My dad did it most of his life, physical labor. I'm like, I can't do that. I tried it today. Great tip. Always put it on. Yeah. See, Debbie, right? It really works. And when you start doing that, you don't need the piece of tape anymore, but it really does work. But anyway, so let's talk about some cool things that, and it's Sunday nights and we always have a giveaway on Sunday nights when I'm here. So we have a really cool giveaway. So I thought you would like that. But a lot of people ask me, they say, Doris, my foundation breaks down midday. Like it falls apart. Like I don't know what happens to it, but it breaks in it and it breaks down. So I'm going to show you a really quick, easy tutorial to show you how to stop your makeup from breaking up. How'd you like that? I was like being very creative, on the ride back. Anyway. Oh yeah, Hetty didn't use the tape. Like, no, Hetty, don't put the tape on your face. I think that pulled one of my eyelashes out. Anyway, don't do that. My goodness. Okay, so what you're going to do is, let me see. Yeah, afraid if I place it too close to my ears. Beverly, you should always take your foundation and your colors and stuff all the way back to your ear. A lot of people, I even tell people to put foundation on their ear if their ears are really red, just because your ears are part of your face and you don't want your ears to be like a different color than your face. So if you're going to go like on a photo shoot, I mean, this is every day too, or whatever, they always put foundation on your ears. So don't worry about it getting too close to your ears. That's fine. Oh, first time that you're here, Deidre? We like first timers. That's awesome. Welcome in, doll. We love first timers. That's so great. Okay, so here is the quick. This is going to be a really quick and easy tutorial. You can tell that, first of all, I'm starting with a clean face. As clean as I could. I still have my brows and my lashes on. I didn't take those off, but I'm not really messing with them. But what you want to do is start with a really clean face, okay? And then the next thing that you're going to do is go ahead and apply your moisturizer. So this time I'm going to use Algenist Power, this cold press serum. I kind of like this when I'm doing makeup on in the morning because it dries and sets really quickly. So this tutorial is going to be people that have kind of combination skin or oily skin. If you have dry skin, you typically don't have this problem, right? So your makeup typically stays pretty good if you have dry skin. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my moisturizer all over my face. Okay? Now, this is going to be something really weird and you're going to think that I've lost my mind, but I promise you it works. But remember, I have like uber dry skin. But this will work if you have combination skin or oily skin and your makeup breaks up. This is going to work for you. So I put my moisturizer on. Now would be the time that 9 times out of 10 somebody would put their primer on. I personally don't wear primers, but if you are a primer wearer, it's fine. This would be that step that you're going to put the primer on. So just to follow along with most of you that would normally put a primer on, I'm going to put on Dr. Daness's Hydra Shield. And let's just say that this is my primer because it actually can be used as a beautiful primer. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. Ready? You have really dry skin. Who's that? Heather? Yeah, then your makeup doesn't typically break up, right? If you have really dry skin, it doesn't break it up. It's typically what breaks up your makeup, and when you have that makeup meltdown, it's because it's those natural oils that are breaking through and playing havoc on your foundation. So it doesn't matter what kind of foundation that you use, it's those natural oils. Hi, Trace. It says, hi, Robin. It's those natural oils that are breaking through that foundation. Hi, Anna. How are you? Hi, Robin. All right. So what's happening is, I put on my foundation, and then I faked out a primer. If you guys wear primers, I don't care what kind of, don't make a primer. So if you're a primer wearer, I guess it would be like maybe Laura Geller's primer, or maybe a Smashbox primer, any other primers that maybe you guys would use. You would put that on normally after your moisturizer. Okay, so here's the crazy trick, and you're going to think that I've actually lost my mind. Let me get my brush, and I haven't lost my mind because this actually really, really, really works. So you're going to take your finishing powder. Okay, so I've got my moisturizer on, I've got my primer on, and then you're going to take your finishing powder. I'm going to go ahead and use a CC powder. Okay, and then you're going to take a powder brush. This is just one of my old ones. I do it in my nude colors now. It's just one of the powder brushes that I had sitting. Oops, here I am. Let me get back here. Well, everything is like crazy today, right? Just a crazy day. Okay, I used to have problems with my skin. Now oily skin problem. Okay, especially in your forehead. Okay, this is what we're talking about, Anna. So when you have oily skin and it breaks up your makeup, so what you're going to do, oily skin, combination skin still needs moisture. It's a fallacy to say, well, I have oily skin, I'm not going to put a moisturizer there. Oil secretions and moisturization are two completely different things. Two completely different things. So, Annie, if you have combos in the T-zone, the Hydralux and breakdown, it's a really good formula. But if people that are oily or have combination skin and they get that makeup breakup, you know, that meltdown, like it kind of like, where did my foundation go by 3 o'clock? This is going to show you how to do that. So I've put my moisturizer on. I use Dr. Danessa's Hydra Shield as a primer, but this would be the step that you would put the primer. Now the next thing, so you're going to think I'm crazy, but I'm going to tell you, take your finishing powder after your primer, and then what you're going to do is put that finishing powder all over where you put your moisturizer and your primer. And you're going to go, Doris, you have lost your mind. No, I haven't lost my mind. Not just yet. I have not lost my mind. But what this does, when you put that powder on there, okay, so I've put that CC powder on. What it's done is it's sealed in my moisturizer, and it is sealed in my primer, and now I'm going to apply my foundation. And when I tell you, trust me, I'm crazy good. Oh, thanks, Sandy. I know I am a little crazy, and I don't mind. I'm just too old to change now. When you're, where's my dog? My dog is, we were gone all day. So my husband and I were gone all day. And so now they're in there laying with him, because when we're gone, they're very needy. But that's okay. I love them. I actually like it when they're needy. It's not a bad thing to be needed when you're 55, right? Anyway, so, okay, so this little trick that I just showed you, your foundation, your primer, put your translucent powder over before you apply your foundation. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation, and I'm going to put a liquid, and you're going to think, there's no way that you can put a liquid over top of that setting powder. And also, you don't have to worry about it really being, some people say that they have enlarged pores, or worried about, doing that process the way I just did, the foundation, the primer, the finishing powder. If you're worried about a pore problem, you won't, because the moisturizer sits in there first, and then you put the primer on, so then you put the powder, so it won't affect your pores either. So kind of a cool thing. But I'm going to go ahead then and now apply my liquid foundation. You're going to see how beautifully it goes on, and I'm using Hydralux in the shade Light. So now we know when we go ahead and we put on our foundation, I always stipple. I start at the heaviest, reddest part. I stipple before I drag. So I stipple, and then once I get to those areas that don't need a lot of coverage, that's kind of when I circle it and drag it. Now, why I'm doing this tutorial, I'm going to teach you something a little interesting. Okay, and we're speaking about pores. Okay, oh, you like Hydralux. I know, Tracy, it's so good, right? This Hydralux formula has saved me so much money on Botox. I'm going to tell you something. I'm sure that plastic surgeons aren't very happy about this formula, because there's just no need. Once you put that stuff on, it's so good. All right, so here we go. We're going to stipple right here where it's red and it's combo. Remember, I've got the foundation, I've got my primer, then I've got my finishing powder. Now I'm putting my foundation over top. Now, if you have enlarged pores, all right, as we get a little bit older, kind of gravity pulls on those pores, gravity pulls on a lot of things. Okay, if you have enlarged pores, here's a little trick. Never use a brush. Let me see if I brought one down. I didn't. Did I? I don't think I did, but, oh, I did. So don't use this kind of brush if you have, I'm going to open this up. I didn't have dinner. No, that's not true. I did have dinner. And I ate Starburst all day. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I was like obsessed with eating Starburst. Here's Nuggy. They was asking for you, Nug. If you have enlarged pores, this type of brush is not going to be your friend. Okay? If you have enlarged pores, stay away from a large paddle brush to do your foundation. If you want, what we want to do is use this type, a flat kind of thicker, more dense brush, because I'm going to show you what you're going to do with enlarged pores. So if you have enlarged pores, what you're going to do is when you put on wherever those pores are, let me see, setting powder or misting powder, where either one you are, yes, either powder, either a setting powder or finish, whatever you finish. Usually it's best to use a loose powder to do that, but I don't make a loose powder, so I just use the CC powder, but just any kind of powder will work. I missed first part of the video. What primer did you go? Okay, Emily, I didn't use a primer. I don't make a primer because I don't use primers, but what I did was fake it out at that point in time, and I was using Dr. Danessa's Hydra Shield as my primer. So I'm just saying whatever and whose ever primer that you use, then go ahead and use that primer at that time. Okay, would you put the finishing powder under powder foundation? Absolutely, yes you would. Because what happens is all of that's doing is blocking that breakdown process. So typically when that oil starts to come through on your skin, it's going to go right to your foundation. By setting that primer, it stops at the setting and leaves your foundation on until you take it off. Trust me, try it. All of these little tips and tricks, are tried and true. Because I know you guys are going to go try them and say, Dart's full crap. But you're going to say, oh, no, what? Guess what? She's not. She knows what she's talking about. I need that brush. Wasn't in the brush kit. Which brush did you need, Janice? I'm not sure. Just a flat, I think in the brush kit, it's the same thing. It's a flat foundation brush. I just happened to pull this one. I think the one in the brush kit doesn't have this end. This is from an old TSV. And I don't know, I just have a bunch of them. Probably because I had a lot of them because of the TSV, because I had a whole bunch of them. So I kind of like a nice flat brush. But my other brushes are like this that don't have this part. It's funny because some people don't like to have a double-ended brush. Because when they have a double-ended brush, they feel like that they can't set them down. I don't know. I guess it's just preference. I kind of like it because it has both things. But, okay. Let me see. The one that I'm using right now, yeah, it's from a TSV. We do have this on our website, though, Janice. It is. I don't know if it's not in the kit or not. I don't know what's in that kit. But I do have it on the website. I've mixed loose powder in with my foundation. No, don't. No, Melissa, don't mix your powdered foundation in your foundation. Don't do that. That changes the whole chemistry of the formula. So they're meant to you can layer, but I wouldn't mix it in. It will change the whole dynamic of your foundation formula. Personally, I would tell you, if it worked for you, great, but I would say it's not the same thing, not the process that I'm teaching you. Is that number 3 that I'm holding? That would be number 3. Yes. Can you see it? Number 3. What is a CC powder and who makes it? Robin, I make a CC powder. It's just a finishing powder. It's the finishing powder that I make. So it's what we use to just finish off the makeup and set the makeup. So I make that, but if whatever finishing powder that you might have, it will work for you and it'll do that. It just doesn't have to be from my line, but if you have one of them already, listen, I'm not about throwing your money away. Eventually you'll convert over to CC powder or whatever else I make, but right now, don't throw your money away. It's okay. Hi, Mary Ellen. How are you? Okay, you got it, Annie? I would love to see your makeup table. I'm sitting at my dining table, and obviously there is no food on half of this table. There is a nice good cup of coffee here, though, with whipped cream, because you know I do that. That's kind of like my little treat. All right, anyway, so I was answering those questions. All right, so let me go back. I'm getting on this thing about pores, okay? If you have enlarged pores, when you're put on your foundation, do not use this kind of brush, use this kind of brush. And I'm going to tell you why. You're going to put your moisturizer on, you're going to put on your primer, and then if you have makeup breakdown, then you can put your finishing powder, and then you put your foundation on top, and then you can dust off with some finishing powder again. If you don't have makeup breakdown, you can go straight to your foundation, but if you have enlarged pores, when you have enlarged pores, get yourself like a really enhanced mirror that has like 5 or 10 magnifying, and you'll see those pores. Where those pores are, what you want to do is you want to take that brush like this and swirl it. So literally what you're doing is buffing where those pores are. Because did you ever notice that sometimes before you put on makeup, like you have like this clean face, and then all of a sudden you put on makeup and you're like, and then you see these like pores, you're like, where'd that volcano come from? You know, like, oh my gosh, I never noticed that I had these before. This foundation is making me look like I have pores. So typically what you want to do, it's really kind of the foundation is like actually bringing out the obvious that they're there, but the way you're applying the foundation is probably not correct. And if you apply your foundation just a little different way, it won't show up in any foundation, whether it's from Dalton or whomever line that you use. It doesn't matter. So all I want to do is just kind to, can we buy that brush? Yeah, Christine, it's on Dalton.com. This brush is there. I'm pretty sure that it is. I'll have to check and let you know. I mean, I think it is. Okay, so what you want to do, like I said, wherever those areas that you see like the enlarged pores, which is typically right here, right? It's usually in that same combination area that kind of like, you know, nags us with, you know, the makeup breakdown and all that other stuff. So whenever you see those, you're going to take that foundation, and that's when you're going to just buff, buff, buff. Because the reason why you're seeing that pore is when you're putting it on straight, or you're dragging it like this, you're dragging the foundation, you're not covering the pore completely. And by covering the pore completely and then kind of buffing it, it will, well, hello, Belle. So my Bella is on her second course of prednisone because she scratched her cornea again. Okay, again she did. All right, that's enough, Nuggie. She scratched her cornea again, so now we're calling her officially the pirate because she's got a closed eye. She's driving me crazy, this poor thing with her eyes. I don't even know what to do with. I don't even know. The poor vet is like tired of seeing. I think I have him on speed dial. Not really, but it's like, oh my gosh. This poor dog, it's like as soon as I get her better, the next thing I know, she scratches her cornea again. Okay, anyway, okay, I'm definitely going to try this tomorrow. Yeah, definitely try it, Barbara. Okay, ready? I know, Mary Ellen, it's, you know, I do, you know I love the animals. It's terrible, but I just do. All right, and I'll do anything for them. You know, it's so funny. You guys are going to laugh at this. Like, I make them organic turkey burgers because she has allergies. Organic turkey burgers, fresh turkey meat, organic vegetables, and an apple. Me, I shove a pizza down my throat. What the heck is that? Okay, so let me finish this foundation, and then, okay, if we have pores, we're not gonna dredge down like this. You can put it on, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this with the pores. Okay, so once I have my foundation on, just like this, once I finish up that foundation, then what you're gonna do, if you set with setting powder, you would then go ahead and apply that setting powder now and finish off your makeup. So I don't have any blush or anything like that, but I would typically then take a little bit of finishing powder, just like that, and finish off my look. So there we go. So that is my great little cool little trick that I think that you will love for any of my gals that have the breakup makeup. And I remember there were times before my skin was really dry, before I had my thyroid removed, that I had, and I'm going to say, Most of us have combination skin in this area. I would find in that T-zone, that triangle, that I would get those, that makeup would break down because of the oil. And then you're going to find that most people that have combination skin, because of that oil, this is kind of really where their pores are enlarged. So those two things that I showed you are really going to help you look flawless, really going to help your makeup to stay on longer, and who doesn't want that? We're all busy. We don't going to be going back in there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, oh, let me fix it up. It ain't going to happen. So, anyway, so try those things. Let me see. I understand you. Do you have a powdered foundation? I don't, Debbie. I don't have a powdered foundation. Nope. I don't make a powdered foundation as of yet. I do make one just for Japan that we don't sell here in the United States. So I don't have a powdered foundation. I'm not the biggest fan of powdered foundations. Just because I think there's young girls obviously that wear Doll 10 too, and not to say that maybe I won't make a powdered foundation, but I think that powdered foundations age you. Those powders on your skin, I'm just not a huge fan. And I know that I have to not always make everything that I love. I know, but until really powders really come a longer way, I don't see it yet. I don't see it in the next year or two. That I'm going to tell you. So I'm sorry if you love a powdered foundation, and if there's somebody that you're already using that you love, I'm going to tell you to stick with them. I just not a huge fan of powdered foundations. I think they powder on your skin can be a little drying. And but remember, these are just my opinions, love. Just totally my opinion. I swear my thyroid is a demon possessed. Yeah, Emily. So I don't have a thyroid anymore. I had a rare form of thyroid cancer. Here's Nuggie. A rare form of thyroid cancer. So once that's removed, the medication that you take is just brutal. It makes your skin like uber dry. Are you good? Oh, thanks. Thank you, Nuggie. Oh, okay. So Nuggie's going to come up for a minute. Probably trying to get into my coffee. I just have really super dry skin. So the good thing about having dry skin is that your makeup stays on longer. The bad thing about having dry skin is that your skin ages faster, because the more moisture and oil in your skin, even though you guys complain that you have oily skin or combination skin, you just aren't going to wrinkle as fast, because those oils keep the skin very supple. And really dry skin has to just keep moisturizing. So that's the good and the bad and the ugly of it. But okay, so I know here she is, Jane. I know this Snuggie. I'm telling you. Okay, so we went over that, and we've got that foundation for the foundation to stop the breakdown, moisturizer, then our primer. Dust off with the finishing powder, and then apply your foundation, whether it's a liquid cream or powder on top. Finish off with a little bit of your finishing powder. That will, honestly, hands down, stop your makeup from absorbing and gone and breaking up with you throughout the day. And if we have enlarged pores, where those pore areas come up, we're going to do that little swirling buffing around those pores. Don't worry about foundation getting into your pores, because we're obviously going to moisturize first. The moisturizers go much deeper than foundations. Okay, let's talk about this. It's interesting because people, and then two things, and then we'll get to the really exciting part, like the giveaway, right? Duh. The formulas on foundations are meant to lay on top of the skin, not penetrate the skin. Whereas moisturizers and, serums are meant to penetrate the skin. So when you put your moisturizer and your serums on first, that's what's penetrating around the pore and getting into the skin, and then you're applying your foundation, which is literally meant to lay on top of the skin. So I thought that would be, do you still make the spin brush? Cindy, I don't work on the spin brush anymore. I worked on that with a company called Blend Smart. I know that they still make it. I did that and brought it to QVC for like 2 years, and then now I've kind of moved on from that a little bit. It's a great brush. I still love that brush, but now you can get it directly from the manufacturers that I was working with, and it's called Blend Smart, so you can find it there. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, who's there? My Mama Joan is there. I probably have to talk to my mom tonight about something. I think my mom might want to tell me something that happened today. I don't know if I'm allowed to spill the beans yet, so I'm not going to say anything. But maybe next Sunday I can tell you. What's the difference in your Hydralux and the Hydrogel foundation? Okay. Donna, the big difference, other than Nuggy. So the Hydrogel, they're both full coverage, okay? They both, I'm going to say, have a very similar finish. I like a little bit of a velvety finish. I don't like my finishes to be too matte because they think matte can be aging. And then they're not super dewy because I think you can add a little bit of that highlight to the apples and the highlight areas. If you want more of a dewy look, I would tell you to go to Conceal It Concealer, and we do have a new foundation that's, yes, I said it, there's a new foundation that's actually launching in April that creates a really super dewy look to the skin. But the difference is, one is a gel texture. Hydrogel is gel. I would say it's kind of a little bit easier to maneuver around, whereas Hydralux is very liquidy, more like a serum type serum type. Nuggy, can you get down? A serum. Oh, this is my life. My life is going to the dogs. Are you going to get down, monkey? And then the difference is too is that Hydrogel, they both moisturize. All right, get down this way. Boom. Okay. But the Hydralux has a smooth assist technology. It has a wrinkle relaxer in it. So I would say that Hydralux, if you're somebody that is concerned about, aging skin and lines and wrinkles and that kind of stuff, Hydralux is amazing. Hydrogel, it just gives you a full coverage, really beautiful finish, really helps to moisturize the skin. Whereas Hydralux, I've got a lot of lines and wrinkles. I'm 55. My mom gave them to me. You know that isn't true. But maybe the dogs did. But anyway, I like it because it kind of like wards off having to get Botox or any of that good stuff. So not to say that I haven't had it, not to say that I didn't like it when I got it, but I will tell you that I don't need it since I've had Hydralux. So I would say if you're like my age and you're concerned, it depends on what your concerns are. If you want like just beautiful, hydrated, good coverage, I would say Hydrogel. If you're concerned with lines and wrinkles, the kind of thing, I would tell you Hydralux, but definitely the formulas are different. Okay, do you have anything that works for brown spots? So, Joanne, if you're talking about reducing brown spots, actually reducing the color, both of the foundations and the concealers will cover brown spots, but there's only really, it's an over-the-counter drug, and it's hydroquinone that actually reduces brown spots. And that is the only thing, and that's really approved by the FDA to do it, but it is an over-the-counter application. So I don't have anything, makeup-wise that will reduce the look of brown spots. But, like clinically. So it would be hydroquinone. You can talk to Retin A will help to lighten them up, but really just hit those brown spots. It's hydroquinone. And you could talk to your family physician. You can get it in a, very quick, I can't find make versus foundation that matches my skin. It seems like every foundation, but my face looks chalky. Sammy, you know what I'll do? Sammy, let me ask you a question. Do you have any pictures on your Facebook that I could look at after this and take a look? I think what happens too is that most of the time people don't know. I can do, you know what I think I'll do? My tutorial next Sunday night will be this on really how to match your foundation, whether or not you match your neck, whether or not you match your face. It's interesting because my foundation can vary because I have a turtleneck on and I have to worry about what my neck or my chest color is. But if I'm going to wear something that's open wear, I have to worry about my neck and my chest. I actually have to worry about what my face color is. So I'll do a tutorial. I think that's a great tutorial to do for next Sunday night. But if you have a picture that's up there, Adrian, how you feeling, my love? I love you, my Adrian. if you have a picture on your Facebook, Sammy, I would love to take a look at it and give you an idea. You know, interesting thing is most foundations, okay, and this is a little trick I'm going to tell you about foundations, and then I'll get to the giveaway. Because, you know, guys, I can just keep on talking. Most foundations, what you should be looking for, unless you're going, if you're super, uber pale, like the Fair Girl, that's the time when you're going to get a pink undertone, and that's the time that you're going to stay pink. My deeper dolls, foundation shades can vary greatly from yellow to red to combination of those colors. They can change a lot. Those in-between girls that are light, medium, tan, those shades should pretty much always be a yellow undertone. And when people look at them and they go, oh, when I put it on, it's yellow. It's actually not. What you're seeing on your skin tone is the red, and the yellow is counteracting the red. So put it on. If you put it on, you go say, oh, it looks too yellow. I guarantee you it probably isn't. It's covering that red. It's getting rid of that red. Put it on, let it set for a second, and then take a look in the mirror. Don't just do a stripe on your face and make that opinion then. Because like I said, that's superficial red, and a lot of times people go, well, my skin's so pink, I need a pink foundation. No, your skin is probably pink because of some sort of reaction that's happening in your skin. Like you have some redness, you have your skin tone probably most likely is not pink. Okay, so unless you are Snow White fair, would your skin tone be pink? All right, so that's kind of like, and I'll kind of go into depth with that next week. I think that's a good one. I'll be trying all my tutorials. Oh, good, Donna. Okay, great. I'm fair. I have redness from lupus. Yes, told I'm a cool undertone. Yeah, so you're fair. The lupus is creating the redness. You probably don't really actually have a pink undertone, but so you need yellow to beat the red. So the only thing that really covers red is yellow. So kind of like when you're talking about colors, you're working on this like color field, like opposites, like what colors, you want opposite, and yellow is what counteracts red. So that's why 99%, myself included, makeup companies make more yellow-based foundations because that's what you want. You want that yellow-based foundation. There's my poor Keiki. She's in. My Keiki's got a migraine and not feeling good today. But those yellow-based foundations, that's what's really going to beat that redness. So most of the time, the redness is from something, and it's usually not actually your skin tone. So we can talk about that next Sunday, and I think that'd be like a really awesome thing to talk about. That's what I do. I cover with, yellow. So it's interesting. Do you remember like about 10 years ago, and I guess people still make it now, they had a yellow finishing powder, right? A yellow finishing powder. And that was meant to cover the red. So that's why in the foundation, most of those foundations, when you put them on, you'll put it on your hand. Remember, your hand does not match your face. Okay, these never match. And I'll teach you like how to stripe down your face or your forehead, how to get that color to work. What if you are yellow tone? If you're yellow undertone, who's that? Shaylee? It's fine. It's going to match. You're going to be fine because most foundations are yellow based. They are. So they're meant to match your skin, but then they're also, don't worry, you're not going to look like a Oompa Loompa. We know what we're doing. Don't want you to look like a yellow Oompa Loompa. You won't. You'll be fine. Okay, let me see. What about puffy eyes be gone? Sheila. Go down to not last week's video, but the video before that. I did a great tutorial on puffy eyes be gone, okay? On how to camouflage those bags underneath your eyes with makeup, and I think you'll really like that. Also, there's a couple really good things, home remedies. You know what works really good? Put a cold cucumber. Keep cucumbers in your refrigerator, and take them and slice them and put those on your eyes because there is enzymes in the cucumber that work really, really well. And you can just put those on your eyes for like 10 minutes, but keep it in the refrigerator. Plus, there's a lot of really, really great under eye mask. I will tell you, if you have really puffy eyes and lines and wrinkles, Shiseido makes an amazing under eye mask. amazing under eye mask. A lot of times when I travel a lot and I have all of those lines, I use the one from Shiseido. Also, Elemis makes a really good under eye mask. I think it's their collagen under eye mask that's really good. I think that's really good for puffiness. But if you have hereditary bags underneath the eyes, I did a really cool video on how to kind of camouflage those bags. Okay. What day, Steph, am I in Canada? I have a showstopper in Canada starting Wednesday night. They kick off Wednesday night and then all day Thursday this week. Hopefully the snow will stay away. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't want to be stranded. But so yeah, that is Wednesday night, all day Thursday. And this Tuesday night, I'm on the Fine with Sean. So I'll be here Tuesday night and then I'm going to head to Canada Wednesday morning. Let me see. When is the kit coming back? Lisa, put your name on a wait list because we are going to fill some wait list orders on that. So put your name on a wait list for the kit. So we're putting some stuff together and we are going to fill a wait list on that. So I was pretty happy. Sandy, next TSV, September 18th in the United States. I know it's a long time, but this one is definitely going to be worth the wait. I promise you that. And let me see. May not be true. Oh, hemorrhoid cream. Yes, Cindy, that's a pageant trick. So, yeah, Preparation H has a shrinker in it, right? Because if a hemorrhoid needs to be shrunk, if you got, if you got some swelling, still got to be shrunk up. But yeah, Preparation H absolutely does work. Totally does work. Old pageant trick. Women use it when they retire. Preparation H, boom, 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 boom. I would say at nighttime, not underneath your makeup though. Okay, so that definitely does work. Okay, now let's get to some fun stuff because I am just jabbing away because it's been a couple weeks on my Sunday, and I know that Kate was working hard and she went ahead and she posted already the giveaway. And I'm going to tell you what's in it, and I'm going to think it's really cool. But the giveaway, it's on Facebook and on Instagram. But what I did, so, I was talking this past week about wanting to work on doing some master classes, with you guys, creating some step-by-step tutorials. I'd give you a little recipe card, almost like making a cake, and say, okay, work with me. And we do it obviously over the Facebook and show you actually how to apply certain makeups and do that kind of stuff. So I thought, well, we work on these tutorials and we're like, well, what can we do that's fun and it's different? And I love doing these giveaways. They're my favorite thing in the world to do. I always said, I honestly think that at some point in time, I was Santa Claus. I love to give things. It makes me so happy. So, all right. So here we go. So we thought that in honor of getting all this stuff together, we would do a perfecting your selfie game. What does that mean? What does it look like? What are the things that I use and what are the tools and stuff that you need to get together? So let's talk about it. So where do I start? All right. So every doll needs a good mirror. And when I'm doing these tutorials, this is the mirror, and I'm going to do it like this and show you. This is the mirror that I actually use when I'm talking to you guys. So it's this really pretty rose gold, really cool makeup mirror. So that's part of the giveaway. So you'll get a really cool makeup mirror that's lighted up, and it's a really pretty doll 10 rose gold. All right, that's one thing. Now, you will get your doll cases to fill, because everybody loves their doll cases, all their doll cases to fill, all of your products. So you get your train case and you get your pencil case. I actually put this in my bag. This is my makeup bag to go. So I don't know why I just call it a pencil case because there's more in there than my pencils. But okay. And your travel case that does your liquids. This is so great to put your toothpaste, your shampoos and stuff in there. I know. I'm just all dolled up. I open up my suitcase and there's everything. So you'll get all of your cases. You are also going to get this. So we were talking about brushes, and I don't have the exact one, but you're going to get the brush bag, and it will have, these are all my own personal brushes, but it will have all the incomplete Doll 10 brush collection. So you can see that these are all the brushes that I actually do use day in and day out. And they come in this like really, really great brush bag. I don't know if you guys ever got this brush bag before. You can tell it's mine. It's a little gross, but I use it. I travel, right? But this brush bag is really cool. It flips down. And this is why I love it when I travel, because it flips down like this and it becomes my cup. So when I'm sitting at either in the studio or the hotel, I can go ahead and I take all of my brushes like that. And then they just sit like that. And then when I'm ready to go, I just take them and I just whip it just like that. And I just pull it back, whip it up like that. And then I just zip it. And then all of my brushes stay kind of like really clean until I get home, and then I clean them. And then that's the travel brush bag. It's such an awesome, like I love this bag. Like this is like a lifesaver because it keeps all of my tools there. So that's part of it. And then so if you ever watch like some of these Instagram things and Facebooks and tutorials and stuff like this, you'll know, and maybe you've heard of it or maybe you haven't, but if you've heard of a ring light, right? So do you guys know what a ring light is? Well, you're going to get the professional ring light that will perfect all of your picture taking. So I figured once we start doing our master classes and we start doing our pictures and those kind of things, that you're going to need your own professional ring light. So that's what you're going to get, a ring light, and you're going to get a gift certificate for $100 to fill your case. So whew, that's a lot, right? I think that's a good one. Do you guys like that one? You need a toothbrush holder. You need to get one of these bags and just put your toothbrush in there, right? So, okay, so let me just go over it again. And then I know Kate put it up on Facebook. She put it up on Instagram. So once we hang up, you can get started and do that stuff. And, oops. I am just telling you, I am falling apart. I'm so sorry about that. So you'll get the makeup mirror that goes on like that. Cool makeup mirror. This is the makeup mirror that I use. The cases, all the cases, and then you'll get $100 to fill the cases. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Then you're going to get the brush bag with a complete doll 10 brush collection, the same tools that I use. So when we get started with our master classes, you will have all the tools already in the really cool brush bag. And you will get the professional ring light that we use to take the selfies. So then on Facebook and Instagram, and when you're sending the pictures to your family, you're going to look like a movie star. And that's what I want, a doll star. Okay, so that is it. Everything is posted. It's so good to be back with you guys on Sunday night. I've missed you very, very much. I will be here next Sunday, and sometime throughout the week, it's going to be Mel this week because I'm traveling. I'm on Tuesday night. Obviously, I'll wave at you guys with Shawnee. And then I'm traveling to Canada. And so I'm going to personally see you guys next Sunday night where we'll do another really cool giveaway. But try that little tip that I showed you. Just a light dusting of that finishing powder, and then put your makeup on over top and see if it makes a big difference. And then maybe we'll talk about different foundations and skin colors and skin types next Sunday night. I think that would be a good one. Or something else, who knows? If you guys ever have any ideas of things that you want to know, I love to hear from you. I kind of think of maybe what your problems would be and what you would be wanting to hear and how can I solve them for you. And because, makeup should be fun. It should be easy. It should be things that you love doing. And it's one of the benefits of like being able to get dolled up. And who doesn't like to get dolled up? Okay. So I'm going to sign off for now. I'm rambling because this is how I get when I haven't seen you guys in a long time. I talk a lot. So I hate that I do, and I'm sorry, but I'm so glad that you hung in there with me, and I love you guys, and have a great rest of your weekend, and have a beautiful, beautiful week.